Alrighty. Let's see. What did we do yesterday? You could say that Fable 2 is like reading a fable. Kinda, right? Speak to the 10 students of the brothel. Handbill. Spice up Juliet's love life. Delora. Okay.
I'm gone.
I think we have to talk to... I think it was you? Wait, was she up here? No, wait, what the fuck? There she is. I have some questions. Kimasi said someone's been taking things from her room too. Have you seen anything odd? Nanny's eyes suddenly go wide. Oh, that's right. You know, once I saw a man sneaking out of Kimasi's room while she was out talking to a patron. I watched the front doors all that day, but he never ever left. Isn't that odd? I don't think he could have made it out of a window, and so I never figured out where he went, and then I totally forgot about it. Weird, huh?
All right.
I've spoken to 9 prostitutes altogether. Do you know who or where the 10th is? Wait. Yes, she's hiding under my bed. Go ahead, go down on all fours and check. I shan't kick you, really. Get down on your hands and knees and check. As you look beneath Kimasi's bed, nothing's there, of course. You become aware of her standing behind you. I couldn't. It's just too easy. Get up, you poor stupid debtor. There is no 10th student. Hot.
Done.
Is that hot for you? Just going down on all fours?
I'm gone. I'm gone.
There's a few things we can do. Guildspur asked me to deliver a handbill to you so you can print up 100 copies. He takes the handbill from you, looks it over and says, I'll have it for him later. Go tell him. He turns back to his desk. Alright.
Done.
We can also talk about Trist. I have proof that she's innocent of any crime. He smiles broadly, then laughs. Very well, show me this evidence. He holds his hand out to you. Give him the document. He opens the document and quickly scans the contents. After a moment he sighs, then folds the document and puts it inside his shirt. It seems the courts owe Lady Trist an apology, sir. From this moment she is free and I will make all the arrangements to have her status and property returned to her. Thank you.
Updated my journal.
No, thank you. It's a rare individual who will do what you have done. He bows to you. Excuse me, I must speak with Lady Trist. Farewell. He begins walking towards Trist. Trist smiles at you warmly. You are my savior, Cutter. I will forever be in your debt. I was happy to help you, Trist. Thank you, Cutter. She glances about and then pauses to think for a moment. You have saved me from certain death, Cutter. A slow, painful death. She frowns as she thinks. Please wait here. I shall return shortly. She turns and walks away. You see Trist approaching. She smiles and waves at you. Hello again, Cutter. Thank you for waiting. She looks about for a moment, then removes a purse from the folds of a dress. With the documents you have provided, the courts will restore my status and finances. This is not much, but it is a well-deserved reward for what you have done. She hands you a purse. Thank you. 1,000. That's not bad.
Done.
That is not bad at all. There's also one thing we completely missed out. This room here. I never went in here. I never went in here yesterday. Completely blinded by. You see a tall man in plate armor. The armor is of unusual construction with spikes flaring from the shoulders, elbows and forearms. He nods at you approach. Good day, citizen. Greetings. How may I help you, citizen? He gives you a friendly look. I have some questions. No, actually. No.
Done.
Alec, who are you? You see an older man with long white hair and weathered yellow skin. He stands tall despite his obvious age. He smiles and gives you a slight bow. Greetings. And to you as well, Cutter. How may I serve you? He raises his eyebrows as he awaits your answer. I have some questions. He frowns. Forgive me, Cutter, but I sell items of a magical nature, not information. If it is information you need, then you must acquire it elsewhere. What spells do you have? He nods and glances about the market. Forgive me, Cutter, I only spell magical items. You should talk to Cinder. His stall is over by the furnace towards the exit. What do you even have? Magus Shield. The bracelet is a variation of the Magus Guard, essentially using the same spells and glyphs as the predecessor. The Magus Shield is better able to focus the energy of the enchantments placed upon it. Should I buy that one? I got like almost like 9k. +2 to armor class, serpent ring. I'll just buy that one, I guess. The fuck is a sadistic frame? Invokes pain mirror when used. This item causes an attackers to feel the same pain. Why would I do that? I have an armor class of -3. Holy shit. You can still wear a ring.
All right.
Actually, it's fine. Maybe at the merchants office or something. I want to see like a button where I can... Anzi. You see an older, stern-looking man. His face is a mixture of wrinkles and frown lines. Greetings. He gives you a quick, stiff bow. Aye, greeting to you as well. Anzi is me name. What you been needing? I have some questions. He gives you a toothless grin. I reckon I got the time to give you the chant. What you been needing to know? What's the furnace been used for? He glances at the furnace and then lowers his voice. The furnace is nothing other than teach me lazy boy's responsibility. That the boy is always yapping and talking and such. Reckons themselves a scholar and don't know the value of real work. If you have a serious question, well, he may better to ask than me. Okay.
I'm gone.
You see a pretty young woman wearing simple clothes. She wanders about the market, examines everything, but does not make any purchases. You notice that people seem to be avoiding her, but they try not to make it obvious. She flashes you a warm smile as you approach. Her smile broadens. Hello, I'm Karina. It's a pleasure to meet you, Cutter. She continues to smile and waits for your response. I have some questions. Okay.
Done.
Cinder. Greetings. Right, you see a large, blustery merchant. He looks to be totally hairless and his pale yellow skin is scarred as if from burns. He looks at you intently as you approach. He smiles at you. Greetings, I'm Cinder. I heard about ya. Ye be the scarred, clueless fella that be going around the wards asking questions. What can I be helping you with? You look like you have a few scars yourself. He frowns, then begins to laugh. Aye, that I do. Few years back I had me a kip set up at the hive. Some balmy mage decided to burn the ward right out of sigil. Almost took me with it. Sick for a month I was. A month? That's not all too long. He nods and gets a faraway look for a moment. Aye, it could have been worse. Local mage healed me, fixed the scars and all. Could have grown my hair back, but I kinda like the look. Do you think this mage could help me with my scars? He looks you over, then shrugs. I don't see why not. Your scars don't look that bad. He looks at you closely. I know who's to say. You should talk to him yourself, named Sebastian. And he sets his kip up over by the foundry. We killed Sebastian. I'm interested in spells. Alright. Do I have like level... Can I buy level 3 spell? What's this level 3?
Done.
Oh, there's Laszlo. You see a young boy with pale yellow skin. His clothes are dirty and in need of mending. Currently, he is tending a furnace. Greetings. He turns and gives a half smile as he sets down his work. Heil. And do you need some help? I have some questions. Aye. I'd be pleased to help you if I could. The boy looks grateful not to be toiling over the furnace. What is it I can answer for ye? What is this place? This place, he glances around. It's the open air market. A lot of buyers and sellers come here to set up their kip for the day. I've been here for a good time. I've been working here for a while under the eye of Midar. He looks a little distant. One day I could be running his stall. I could. What is it that you do here? He points proudly at the furnace. The furnace, it's used tar. He shrugs his shoulders. I don't know what it is used for, but my dad says it's important to keep it stoked and burn and riot. He wipes sweat from his brow and glances about. Is your father one of the merchants here? He nods. Anzi is his name. That's my dad's stall over there. He gestures at the stall at the right of the furnace. If you don't have what you need, he may be able to point you to it. Can you tell me about the swarm? What does anyone seem to have yellow skin around here? It's a sickness, it is, caused by the bad air. What with the smoke and all the factory smokes, it can get pretty hard to breathe easily around here. He shrugs. Some days it's not good to be out when the smokes linger too long. They can scald your eyes right out of the skull. It's sad so. Can't something be done about it? I don't know. At times winds come from the spire and blow the city's clear of smog, but that's not as often as would be liked. He blinks, glances around and shrugs. Ladies well, I guess. Don't make much sense, but then little does if you look at it long enough.
Done.
Corvus. You see a tall man in plate armor. The armor is of unusual construction with spikes flaring from the shoulders, elbows and forearms. He nods at your approach, but then his eyes wander about the market. Good day, citizen. I am Guard Corvus. Greetings. How may I help you, citizen? He gives you a friendly look, but glances over your shoulder. I have some questions. He nods to you. I will help you if I can, citizen. He looks about the market expectantly. Who are you? He gives you a slight bow. I am Harmonium Guard Corvus, citizen. I help keep the peace here at the market. He glances about for a moment, then looks at you. Tell me about the Harmonium. Our belief is simple. We are the light. We are the way. We are order. We are truth. We maintain and enforce order here in Sigil. We police the city. He looks about again. What can you tell me of the other factions? I know little about them, citizen. I am sorry, but you will have to take your questions to a representative of their order for answers. He smiles, then looks about. Do you know someone named Lenny? He frowns in thought. Lenny? Yes. I know a thief who goes by that name. He can usually be found over by the siege tower. What can you tell me about him? He gives you a stern look. Anything I know about that individual's Harmonia business, citizen. I cannot discuss such matters with strangers. Perhaps after I get to know you better. Well, let's get to know each other better. Do you know someone named Byron Pickett? He frowns and nods his head. Yes, I am familiar with Byron. I have evidence that proves he is involved in criminal acts here in Sigil. He looks at you with interest. Oh, may I see this evidence? Given the paper.
My journal.
He examines the papers thoroughly, then folds them and puts them away. He nods to you and smiles. Excellent work, citizen. Those documents are quite detailed in their content. I personally will see to it that Byron Pickett is taken before the courts. He salutes you, then turns to leave. I shall return shortly. Alright? He soon returns and smiles at you. The deed is done. Pickett has been removed from the streets. The evidence has been presented to the courts, and soon he will stand trial. He gives you a slight bow. Once again, I thank you. My pleasure. Try to see what he's looking at. You glance over your shoulder and notice a young lady wandering about the market. Corvus seems to have his eyes locked on her. You seem preoccupied. What are you looking at? He snaps his attention back to you. I beg your pardon, citizen. Please excuse me. His eyes wander back to the young woman and his voice fades almost to a whisper. She has the voice of an angel and she is such a pretty young thing, he sighs. Why don't you go talk to her? You seem quite infatuated with her.
Updated my journal.
An uncomfortable silence fills the air. Finally, he turns his attention back to you. I just couldn't. I mean, a woman like that, well, she must be. He sighs and pauses for a moment. Was there anything else I can help you with, citizen?
All right.
Is it Karina? No, it's not Karina. Is there another woman with a name here? I don't think there is. What's this way? To the lower ward. Oh, it's that way. Okay.
All right.
Over here. We need like 2000 XP more for a level up. You see a burly, bored-looking guard. State your business, please. Ah, just looking around. Then I'm certain you won't mind just passing along. May I come in? But until you demonstrate that you have business here. I'm here to pick up an order. I'm here to put in an order. Sorry, sir, but we have currently accepting any new orders due to the large project we've undertaken. Check back on about an... Okay. A year? What are you doing? Guarding the gate. Hello, Gaxaro. You are in front of the Great Foundry, home of the believers of the Source. The who? Yes, sir, Godsmen we are called. Why? We are the one of the 15 recognized factions of Sigil, sir. We believe that every being has within it the spark of divinity, neither good nor evil necessarily, but potential to be divine. Beyond divinity, we believe there lies something greater. We believe all life has a purpose and a goal, and we are devoted to understanding what these goals are. We strive toward greatness with every step in our lives. That sounds important. We believe it is, sir. Can I help you with anything else? No.
All right.
Okay, well, I guess...
Done.
I guess we go back to the other place and continue exploring. I want to recommend Half Sword. It's a lot of fun, gory and bloody medieval combat. Need to look into it. What it is.
Done.
Jolmi's messenger. The slender young man approaches you wearing a somewhat worried expression. 1000 pardons, sir, but I am looking for a certain man and I think you might be able to help me. Oh, how so? I am a messenger, sir, who seeks a man it said cannot die, a scarred man, for whom death is nothing but the most trivial of annoyance. You match the admittedly vague description I was given, sir, and I had wondered if you were he. Yep, that's me. He nods, then bows deeply to you. A message for you then, sir. Mistress Yolmi of the house Surma, a lady of high standing, has sent me. Mistress Yolmi would meet you in the Civic Fest Hall, where she would have a proposal, of which I know nothing to you. Should you choose to seek her out, she wears green silks trimmed with gold and has hair the color of blue steel. That is the extent of my message, sir. Farewell. Wait, where's the Civic Fest Hall?
My journal.
In the northeastern corner of this part of the Clerk's Ward, sir. 'Tis a large structure and should be easy to spot. Farewell now, sir.
All right.
Northeastern, okay. Ellie? This narrow-eyed, sharp-faced man is scanning his surroundings with a look of vague disinterest, pausing occasionally to look down and pick at his fingernails. Despite being clothed in silk and velvet finery, he manages to look unsavory and more than a little dangerous. Greetings. Greetings, Saikoku! Hope you're doing well. The man looks your way. His eyes are dark slits like narrow stab wounds beneath his brow. His voice is low and gruff despite his slender build. Pike off. Heyo, Grim. Greetings. Greetings, Grim. We just started with Planescape. We did a lot of Fable 2 today, so Friday we can finish Fable 2 actually. I don't know about Planescape. I think Planescape will still go a little bit longer, but Friday should be good for Fable 2. But Fable 2 never ends. It ends, and Fable 3 starts, Seikoku. Fable 3. I would watch that mouth if I were you. He makes a point of ignoring you. Grab him and shake him up a bit for some answers. Oh, okay. Oh, there he goes.
All right.
Fable 3, yeah, Fable 3. We're gonna have to do Fable 3. The smell of alcohol wafts heavily from this young woman, and despite her dark skin, you can see that her face, beautiful but cruel looking, is flushed. She is slender but well muscled, adorned in exotic jewelry and translucent silk clothing. Numerous scars crisscross her thighs and forearms. They look to be from battle wounds. Greetings. Well, well, what have we here? A little tiefling gutter queen come crawling out of the hive. The woman pouts, talking as one would to a small child. Are you lost, little tiefling? Oh look, it has a tail, how cute. Anna flushes, and with a snarl, a blade sprouts from her fists. Now, fiendkin, don't do that. The woman seems unconcerned as Anna draws her weapons and clucks disapprovingly with her tongue. Careful now, or I'll remove that tail of yours and feed it to my dogs. Enough, girl. Apologize to her or I'll be cutting bits of you off. What foul thing gave birth to you, Sarah? She grimaces in disgust, then laughs harshly. And such a stench. Be you one of death's bastards? You notice a curved long knife hanging at her hip. Her hands rest loosely upon its pommel. Want me to slap this balmy chit down, chief? Show no mercy, Maud. Maud winks at you and calls to the woman. Hey you, that's right, you there, you saucy little tart. Look at me when I talk to you. What's got you so bitter, huh? Rock, it's Wednesday, my dude. The woman caught off guard does not reply. Aw, does the little desert princess have her britches in a bunch because the sultan wanted another son? Tell me, desert princess, do you spend most of your nights drunken and belligerent, followed about by a handful of leering sycophants, looking in your own pathetic way to justify your existence to a disapproving father? Get them in, Rock! What? Who? How dare? Do you really think your pretty brawling will finally make you feel better about yourself? Feel like you're worth something? Because it won't. If this is your sad little path of feeling better about who you are, I suggest you just give up, go home and marry off into some courteous harem. Maud turns to you. See, Chief, I know what's going to happen here. We all know Maud's right on the ball with this one. But oh no, proud little desert princess cut down in public, humiliated. The woman draws her blade and snarling like an enraged animal, lunges at Maud. Help Maud fight her, yeah.
What's up?
Nice.
All right.
The tailor to honor sigil. What do we have here? This thin, sharp-faced man rushes towards you, calling for your attention. Ah, sir, but a moment of your time. Were you perchance here to visit a tailor? The man breaks in. I ask, sir, because I seem to have offended the man. I had commissioned the hot-blooded fool to make me a costume, but he has thrown me out of the shop and will not speak with me now. So what? The man suddenly balls his fist and shakes them at the sky. What have I done to deserve such treatment? Nothing, I say. I was a patron. It is his duty to serve me, that churlish buffoon. What did you want from me? He focuses on you again. Oh yes, you. Could I beg of you to enter the place and fetch my costume for me, sir? I have a masquerade to go to, and have not the time to commission another tailor. Sure.
Updated my journal.
Oh, most excellent, sir. And this is this very building right here. He points to the long, low structure just north of him. I thank you, sir.
I'm gone. All right.
This short, heavy-set, middle-aged man is wearing clothes that seem to be spun of glittering gold. In his hands he holds a bolt of cloth strung, taut across a wooden frame. He is currently embroidering some pattern into the fabric. Greetings. The man doesn't seem to acknowledge your presence. He continues to work at his embroidery, muttering under his breath as he sews. Shimmering motes of light seem to sparkle and drop from the tip of the needle. Good day, sir. Did you hear me? The man does not look up from his work, frowning distastefully as he answers you. Yes, yes. And I am certain that what you need is truly quite urgent. Now, if you could be silent for just a moment. Alright, wait quietly. The last, he sets down the embroidery and looks up at you. Before you can speak, however, he suddenly picks up another item and sets to work on it again. As he works, what looks to be tiny colored spark strips from the fabric. Answer my questions, Taylor. There's going to be... Wait some more. He finally finishes his work, setting it down to examine you. Greetings. I am Goncalves. Now, what is it you were here to see me about? I have some questions. I help this about garments and the like. I shan't answer anything not concerning myself or the store, you know. I wanted to pick up a dustman costume. You are in luck then, sir. I happen to have one available. It's 30 copper commons. I'll take it. Goncalves takes a set of neatly folded robes from under a counter. Here you are, sir. I would warn you, though, if this is for the upcoming masquerade of Lord... the fuck is that? Lord? Many folk are already attending as dustmen. I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
What were those lights while you were embroidering? That? Nothing, sir, but a bit of art, which I at times weave into fabric when the fancy strikes me. Those items which I lavish enchantments upon are my most special creations and are rarely sold. What sort of magical clothes do you have available? Goncalves looks you over, frowning. Nothing that would fit you, that is for certain. I would like to see what you have to offer, just the same. Jerkin of the Brazen Rogue. Only usable by Anna. I'm
gone.
Aye?
Pretty sure I can sell something to just give it to her. The man looks at you expectingly. Well, did you get the costume? Yes, here it is. It cost me 30 commons.
Updated my journal.
Fine, take it here. He tosses you 30 copper commons. Now I have to be off. Wait, Goncalves said many people were already going to the masquerade as dustmen. Did he? Blast. I would hate to arrive in such a common costume. I could go see if he has another ready. Not too bad idea. Not too bad at all. Quickly, see if that portly nincompoop has another one, would you? So,
I feel stronger.
I got a level up.
I'm gone.
I wanted to pick up another different costume. Goncalves nods and smiles knowingly. The Dustman bit seemed a bit too common after all, eh? Well, it just so happened that I have a Godsman costume, if you would like. I shall cost you 50 coppers. Yeah. Goncalves retrieves a set of folded clothing and a heavy leather apron and work boots from under the counter. Here you are, sir. Enjoy the masquerade.
All right.
The man looks at you expectingly. Here cost me 50.
Updated my journal.
He makes a disgusted noise, snatches the costume from you, and shoves 50 coins into your hands. Now I've got to be off.
Looks
Well.
my skills have increased.
Some free XP, I always take that.
Done.
I don't think I want to be here right now.
All right.
This towering man's golden skin sparkled slightly, almost as if it were metallic. Whether it's his actual flesh or merely painted on, you cannot tell. He regards you coolly as you approach, giving a respectful bow as you draw near. Welcome to the Civic Fest Hall, traveler. We are Splinter, doorman to the Fest Hall and priest king of Ur. How may we help you? Despite his humble offer of aid, his voice is powerful and commanding, a deep and rumbling sound that resonates throughout the chamber. How can you help me? We do many things in this fine hall, traveler. We answer questions guests might have regarding it or its inhabitants. We direct both visitors and members of the Society of Sensation alike to the sensoriums or lecture halls. We also accept new members into the society. Lastly, it is through us that purchases from the society's vaults are made, spells, items, and such. Can I buy something? You must be a member of the Society of Sensation. I feel so much better after my nap. Let's go buy it, it's good to hear! I'm glad you're feeling better. Might I become a sensei then? In order to join the Society of Sensation, one must be willing and prepared to share their own experiences. 5 are required, 1 from each of the senses. Alternately, one may contribute a single experience that has strong elements from all 5 senses. These must be either new sensations or improvements upon our current stock. Should we find them acceptable, they will be placed into sensory stones, and you, having become a sensate, will be taught the sensory touch. It will allow you to draw others' wounds onto yourself, healing them by accepting their suffering. I guess I'm ready then. First, what smell or experience involving it would you offer us? Actually, I would like to contribute 1 experience that involves all 5 senses. I woke up, not knowing where I was, on a cold, blood-slicked iron slab in the bowels of the mortuary, a place where only the dustmen or the corpses in their care have seen. My entire body reeked of embalming fluid, but even the smell of that was not enough to match the coppery scent of gore around me. Dozens of bodies lie on countless bloody slabs like the one I rose from, all in the process of being gutted, flayed, and the like by nightmarish clockwork devices for reasons unknown. The only sound were the squeals of labored metal and the unsteady tread of undead workers as they pushed the slabs about the mortuary and on rusted iron tracks. He nods, a disturbing experience. And I even left out the part about the chattering skull that flew at me as soon as I was upright. Will it suffice, Splinter? Yes, we shall go to an empty stone now to record your experience. You will then be granted access to those privileges allowed only to members of the Society of Sensation, as well as taught the sensory touch. Accompany him to record your experience and learn the sensory touch. 10,000 XP! Wow! You return to the Civic Fest Hall's foyer with Splinter. We welcome you into Society of Sensation, Traveler. May further journeys and experiences pave your road to the great truths of the multiverse. Thanks, Splinter. So, how about, Right, well, where's the shop now? There was someone I was looking for. She's right there. Merriman. Merriman is usually pacing back and forth around the lecture halls. Travel through the middle door on the eastern wall, and the door beyond that as well. You will likely be wondering within the hallway you will find yourself in. Thanks. It was a strange... What was your dream, Paya? What did you dream of? Is there anyone here you might know about Ravel Puzzlewell? Splinter closes his eyes and thinks briefly. We would recommend that you speak to a wizard by the name of Quell about Ravel. Quell is always somewhere in the fest hall, most often in the private sensorium.
I'm gone.
Okay. The inscription around the base of the sensory stone indicates that it holds an experienced week-long hunting trek across the forest of Arborea. Beginner sensation. You are standing in a circle of white tents deep in the woods somewhere. The trees around you are by far the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, though, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. Continue the experience. Your surroundings melt into the colorless smear, then slowly resolves into what looks like the interior of a large grey sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in the half darkness. A mad smile splits his features. I knew you would come. Greetings. Oh, greetings, greetings. So good to see you, he sneers. I bid your murderous tongue to be silent. That's right, murderous. You pretend innocent is laughable. Who are you? Oh, don't you know? Didn't all those filthy lying thrice-be-damned journals tell you who I am? Those journals that were so inconveniently left for me when I awoke. Those journals that called me an incarnation. Ha! Burned them all, I did. All that I found. What did they say exactly? They spoke lies, 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 and nothing more. Filth about a man who's forget himself, other incarnations of preserving their experiences in writing so later lives could benefit. Thieves! It's my life, mine. You all want to steal my body and you won't have it. So you're one of my earlier incarnations. He crosses his arms and looks away. If you would put stock in such trash, yes. What did those lying journals say? They spoke lies, 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 and nothing more. Okay, well, where am I? Oh wait, was I your strange dream, Paya? I guess I was your strange dream, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, this, he gestures around him, snickering. Just a little trap is all. I realize that killing you body thieves might not be enough. I might have to trap you and snare you for eternity. You may have realized by now that there's no way out of the sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. You will know that rather sparse surroundings I've left for you. All to help the madness set in good and quick while your flesh rots away. He chuckles evilly. Some questions then. Your earlier incarnation crosses his arms and looks away indignantly, save for a few more tufts of hair on his head. He is identical to you. Even his arms have most of the tattoos of yours. Did you put those tattoos on? Well, how did you make this trap? Can't tell you then. It will never be replicated, and these magics used in this creation were lost, even to me. Clever it is, though one experience hidden beneath the other, so that no flash but my own would set it off. But if your flesh sets it off, wouldn't that mean I'm you? You've trapped yourself. I have trapped myself. Don't you see it? But that's not... You're one of the... I thought I put in safeguards. How could you, be so foolish? He wrings his hands together, biting his lower lip. How to get out? How? I've forgotten. Wait, I am the only one who can release you, and that I will not do. If you are I, then you can release yourself. Try to release yourself by willing the trap open. What the fuck was that? Oh, it's Quell. This older man is chewing on something, muttering softly to himself. After a moment, there's a crack as he crunches down on the object in his mouth, then swallows it. His bushy, brassy white eyebrows furrows for a moment, rise and then furrow again. Greetings. Without so much as looking at you, the man reaches into his tunic, pulls out a puce-colored ball, regards its curiously for a moment, then pops it into his mouth. I said greetings. The man frowns and waves you away, and then nods to himself thoughtfully as he savors the flavor of whatever he puts into his mouth. I've got some questions. The man smirks, bites his thumb at you, then abruptly pauses. His cheeks swell, and with a violent gag, he spits out a large black fly, which begins to buzz around the chamber. Mini Eurasian, candies, be damned! He cries, shaking his fist at the insect. He whirls at you. What? Do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? He pops a small red candy into his mouth. Do you always traipse about molesting puissant mages with your ignorant prattle? Babbling, blathering, chittering, chattering. The candy shoots from his mouth and chattering, flying into the high arc to land on the floor with a wet plip. He stares at it sadly. My question? It was so tasty too, he mewls. He suddenly looks up, snarling. Sorry? As you should be, you piking dung beetle. Mages deserve respect, and bashes like you should know their proper place. He begins to jump up and down. Proper place, proper place. Calm down, I only mean to ask you some questions. I care not, you yeasty, beef-witted pignut. His eyes bulge out, the jabs his fingers at you. No, off with you, off with you! And do not return without being prepared to show the proper respect. Come bearing tribute, a gift. He suddenly draws close and whispers from the side of his mouth. Candies or chocolate would be nice, but nothing common, mind you. Bring something exotic. Now be gone. Fine, I'll look around the world for something suitable then.
My journal. I'm gone.
Again, bitch. It's hard to describe, but basically for some reason you were a hospital nurse. Hey, yo, what? I was a hospital nurse? Whoa, 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 whoa. The base of this aquatic blue stone has been sculptured so it appears to have melted into the pedestal it rests upon. A stream of perfect azure tears drip down the sides, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal, longing. Begin a sensation. As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your tongue. A chill washes over your arms, like plunging your hands into a mountain stream. It was not that kind of dream. Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay then. Close your eyes, submerge into the experience. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you are overcome with a terrible sensation of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there is a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like the serpent, biting into your heart until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady your self-focus, but all that comes to your eye is tears. Wipe away your tears. You raise your hand to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them into your hands, each of the tears like jewels shimmering in the lights. Turn to examine the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You have come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye towards the future, to cleanse the mind before the coming journey. Yet you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by the terrible feeling that withers in your breast. What did he mean? Close your eyes and sigh. You close your eyes, but his words echo in your mind 100, 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper, an echo. Only you, only you. Yet you hesitated at the brink of time's door, and he must have thought you afraid to go. But you were not. You were afraid to stay, and the fear. The serpent withers in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks in streams, his words echoing. Echo, only you, only you. Your eyes snap open. It is his voice. You whirl and you gasp. He stands powerful in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting candled globes, and you feel the serpent writhing and dying. He returned. His face turned, but somewhere in those features you can almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned for Echo, only you can help me, Dionara. But it was wrong for me to ask you for your help. You speak, Dionara, yet you, it is you, grey-skinned like a statue striding from the light. Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades, the wounds, the tattoos, horrible, yet you see through Dionara's eyes and she sees. How can she see you in such a way? She puts a cloak over your features. She sees you in such light, such terrible longing light. For she, how can she feel such? Try to refocus, brace yourself, hold on to the experience. You feel your vision tearing, doubling until you are that man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Dionara's experience, but at the same time it is also yours, and you, what? Echo, I ask too much of you to accompany me, Dionara. I have no right to place you in such danger for my sake. It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word, you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing what the stricken girl will see next through her longing-stained eyes. And who are you, that person, that man, twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her, like bolts from a ballista, piercing her breast, yet she sees only relief at your return. How can she feel and not know you mean to? I have come to ask your forgiveness, Dionara. I shall return to you as soon as I am able. Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding until you are facing yourself again, trying desperately to speak, to warn Dionara that this is not a man, but a creature that kills for his own needs. He doesn't care about you, Dionara. You are a tool to him. A tool he needs to. But Dionara speaks. and you can't stop her. I would place myself in 1,000 dangers, embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me. I will accompany you through the plains themselves should bar. Though the plains themselves should bar the way, you feel yourself shattering relief and satisfaction, his satisfaction, at her words, knowing she would say them, always knowing, and her admission of love is like the slamming of the portcullis across your heart. Trapped, she is yours, but you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. The way is dangerous, you will have to be strong, far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, relieve the wave of relief, the end of longing, yet longing for him more at his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need to be is strong, and his path shall be as one with you. Your thoughts are like fires. You, for you, can be strong, stronger than he knows. You know no fear, you would die for him. I can be strong, my love, I will. Her words slide off of him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by the serpent in the flesh. She sees nothing of this, and his next words are planned carefully, so carefully. I can't say if we will succeed, Dionara, but I'll do my best to protect you, and I will expect nothing less of the same from you. You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm, he means you harm, for you are her, and he means to hurt her, yet you need her to be harmed, and you want to scream at her that she is in danger. Run, Dionara, for his eyes unmake all things, and... Of course, my love, life is a sacrifice. This I have learned. You, she, her, you speak the words, and in it you feel yourself dying inside. You are a spectator, and you have watched a woman die, for the words are a death sentence. Yet still she speaks. Unheeding, uncaring. And so why do I get a phone call right now? That was my father. It was my father. My father called me. He ordered something and asked me to like pay attention in the coming days. Alright. Let's see. Echo, I have left a legacy in my father's keeping. My love, ask for the 6th, the 3rd, the K and the S in it. I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but wish it. I left.
Updated my journal.
Him, a wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Must she always continue to prattle, even when you do not prompt her? Must she, but no. Keep the irritation inside, only a trace slips out. Come now, I cannot die, Dayanara. There is no need for such foolishness. She is overcome with fear. Fear that revolts you, and the fear wells up inside her. You as you watch him frown, and you hasten to correct him. He must know the reason and know the wisdom behind them, so he is impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away. I know often act foolish, my love, but you said yourself that you can't forget things if you are badly hurt. There are things in a legacy that could help you remember should you forget yourself.
Updated my journal.
You coldly regard her through your eyes, tracing your gaze along her furrowed brow, wrinkled with worry, desperation. She has acted as you expected, yet there's something in what she says. Perhaps. Yet I hope nothing in this legacy is of value. I do not want you to leave anything here in some safe that could be of some use on our journey. Her illusion is shattered just for a moment. You watch silent as the emotion falls to the ground, splintering like silvered glass of some use. Such a casual statement, yet even Dayanara sees. And you hope, just for a moment, you hope that she sees him for what he is, the serpent. And your hope dies as in Dayanara's eyes the emotion is rebuilt, the slivers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt, but the right sliver of pain remains. He thinks you have done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends, but how? You must convince him the legacy is unimportant, but it isn't. It's everything. The legacy, my love, it just has a few things to help you remember. The scythe of words falls on Dayanara, so quick, so sharp, you cannot follow its arsing path. A legacy. The things you do, Dayanara, such romantic gesture, no matter. No, you, Dayanara, you have driven him away again, like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn, curling around your heart. There is the softest of hisses, yet he does not hear. Would you wish to leave a legacy, my love? For yourself, or for anyone you would want to. It might help you remember if you left something for yourself or for the ones you loved. The words scythe falls again, terrible and swift. Yet this time the illusion holds, and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and it shall not reveal itself until it strikes. A legacy for myself? Not likely. The things I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate office. Dayanara, but enough of this. I must leave. He is leaving. You must make him remain. And the experience swirls around you. Terrible. The spiraling towards the final scene. The question she wants to ask. Don't ask it, Dayanara. Don't ask it. Be silent. Be silent. My love, before you go. His anger, his irritation. What now? Girl, have now, you mewling banshee. What? Before I go, it looks like I am in no danger of that. Come, Dayanara. Can't these questions wait for the morn? There's much. She is desperate, drowning. Say it, say it, say it. And you, speak it. Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are about to speak are true. But the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course he wants you to come with him, Dayanara. You understand it clearly, too clearly. He has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Of course, Dionara, I would not have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There is a cold silence in the mind, and then a hissing of a thought, a response sharp and deadly like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Dionara. And you want to scream as you feel the lie wash over her like a radiance, but it is a shadow of truth. A serpent's kiss, and the means you harm, and she can't see. You want to call out, but she is crying with joy, even as. Cry with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The emotion washes over you like you are drowning, and you need to speak. You long to speak, but cannot, and tear yourself away from the experience. And you scream as you tear your hand from the stone, bloody tears rushing from your eyes, running in streams down your arms, your hands to coat the stone, blood, her blood, and you can't warn her, and you can't stop crying. Anna's watching you, terrified. She looks like she wants to step forward, help, but she's paralyzed. Yeah, are you alright? Yes, I just need a moment. Anna is silent, staring at you, hypnotized. Your blood drips upon the floor, each tear splattering into a crimson circle as it strikes the flagstones of the sensorium. What did he see? What did he see in that fiend stone? Longing. Anna frowns, confused, and stares daggers at the sensory stone as if she's thinking about shattering it. I'm longing to break that stone. I am to tear you up so. No, I just need a moment, Anna. I'll be fine. As much as you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you, you hold it fast because you know it's important to remember it. It was you in that experience. It was Dionara's experience, but because it was you, your memories flooded you, and you could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? Damn, dude, I felt like I was reading like a whole book. Oh my god. And to the next one. The sickly green stone is securely fastened to the pedestal it rests upon. The inscription beneath it reads, "The Messenger." Begin the sensation. As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, clashing, its brightness becoming more than you can bear, so much so you close your eyes to shut it out. Close your eyes, submerged into the experience. As you close your eyes, you feel the skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensation is being bled from them. Tired, so tired, you try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You are sitting on what feels to be a dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and herbs. Why are you here? You came here to what? Your memory fails you, but you feel a growing panic beginning to well up within you. Try and get your bearings. Ah, awake now, are you? A questioning all done. The voice is an old woman's, thick and scratchy, as if it is trying to force its way past a thick layer of dust. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman, but you feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue and your eyes. What's wrong with your eyes? Listen. Now, see me you did, I spoke you did, and poorly, so the price have you paid, The crown sounds amused, then her tone drops sharply. No more of your questions, now you will listen, and you will remember my words, for in minding me you shall live. She hisses, not if you can hear me, or another bit shall I take. Not. Remember me, traveler, remember me to a stone, one of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup, pour what you feel into it, and know this. Remember me to a man who wears a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks memories but has misplaced them. If smart he is, he will know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me, or if I am not to be found, tell him to come to the Glimmerstone, and we shall speak, my precious man and I. The woman pauses, then hisses again, not if you hear me, ragged thing, not. Ah, pretty, polite to a listen so long. When he comes to the Glimmerstone, tell the man to speak my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain. The crone's voice trails off, as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there's only a sick gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you... And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness. Ravel! Ravel, it is I!
Updated my journal.
There's silence. Ravel? Ah, my precious man. There is the slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly, barely, you can see. With your one and only eye, you lie in a grey hut, upon a dirty floor where blood, your bright red blood, has seeped into the surrounding grey dust. Your arms are gone, your legs have been hacked off at the knees. Yet, you feel numbed, and there's no pain, only fear. There's someone above you, someone looking down on you. Look up. As you look up through your bloody, blurred visions, you see a horrid bluish-grey face grinning with yellow tusks. Ravel is pleased, wondering I was, if this messenger would make it, for a week. He was when his bits were placed on my plate. She holds up a talon in front of you, and impaled on the tip of it is an eyeball, the right one. Yet to the festival he returned, it seems, and our time together has shared. And now you have come. Success! Ravel, I have many questions for you. The crone shakes her head, your blurred vision seeing 3 images at once. Her greyish hair is like brambles drifting down her shoulders. No, and no. Only time for answers does Ravel have. And she has no time to waste with your guess questions. Know this, and in the knowing grow strong. You must find me, my precious man. But how? I do not know.
My journal.
Tss, I am beyond knowing, in a lady's place. Now shh and listen to Ravel, for there is much you must do to find me. 3 things must you do. Find the door, knowing the key, and then unlock the key. Door? The door is not a finished thing, at least when I last gazed upon it. But in the passing of time, perhaps now well wrought it is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you will find a door that takes one to me. What's the key you speak of? To know of the key, speak to one of the knowing ones. Many there are in the festival, many, yet only one there who knows the knowing of the what the key is that you need. Loosen his tongue, and many secrets shall split forth. When you say unlock the key, what do you mean? And knowing the key is not enough, so Ravel thinks. Knowing it unlocks it. 2 tasks that must be joined, for at times a thing knows not its nature, but you are no stranger to that. Ravel cackles, a long hideous cry that fills your ears with pain. Ravel, who am I talking to? How am I talking to you, if this is someone else's experience? Of stones and experiences, and telling will Ravel do, but not the telling of how she speaks to you now. She speaks soothingly. Many are the branching and twisting of Ravel, and many are her secrets. I need you, and I need you knowing of this. Well, farewell, Ravel. Return, I will give what help I can. Revel gives a final smile. A horrible, yellow-fanged grin. A blackish tongue darts from her lips and lingers at the edge, teasing, but in the end, only the one question remains. What do you mean, Revel? Only one question, does I ask. Revel's eyes blaze like fires, the red light turning her face blood red. What can change the nature of a man? As the question, you feel a tremor pass through, like thunder, and you feel yourself burn. Let the experience go. Your vision clears until you are standing once again before the hideously green stone. It looks different than before, more horrid somehow. Try and shake off the experience and leave.
All right.
Okay.
Done.
The stern-looking older woman seems to be looking for someone. Her eyes fix upon your face as you approach her. You there, might I have a word with you? Yes, you're Yolmir, correct? I spoke to your messenger.
Updated my journal.
I am pleased to meet you then, she gives a slight bow. I would make you a somewhat unusual proposal, though you must admit, you are an unusual man. I will give you 1,000 copper commons for your permission to kill you. Are you open to discussion on the matter? But why? Jomi doesn't bat an eyelash, but why not? I thought it might be an interesting experience, paying someone for the privilege of murdering them. When I first heard rumors of your existence, how could I resist? So, what is your answer? Shall we discuss the matter in a greater detail? Well, where did you hear those rumors? Jomi frowns. One hears all sorts of things in a fest hall. How could one not eventually hear of a man like you? Again I ask, will you consider my proposal? Let's work out the details then, I guess. After a short discussion, it comes down to the following terms. Jomi will pay you 2,000 copper commons. In return, you will allow her to drive her dagger into your heart. She will wait for you to awaken, at which point she will give you the coin. Sure, I guess. The affair is over in moments. She's already cleaned her blade and put it away by the time you've recovered. After picking yourself up off the fest hall floor, Jomi hands you several rolls of copper coins while you rub your aching chest. Somewhat disappointing, I must admit. Ah well, coin well spent nonetheless. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Okay. I mean, sure. If you want to do that again?
Done.
Dude, I wouldn't mind. This squat, hunched old man still has the broad shoulders and scarred, calloused hands of a worker or warrior. An aura of weary despair seems to hang about him. He appears to be giving a lecture at the moment. Stay for the lecture. Right, now listen up. This is the seminar of the war. If you're here to listen about the blood war, take root. If you're not, you're in the wrong, and all you would best ump your soft, comfort-loving Sigillian lumber stamps out of here. The blood war. More boring than listening to a governor recite laws. Let's find some young sensates who needs to be indoctrinated in the ways of passion. He waggles his eyebrows in anticipation. Oh no, I want to hear this. The man suddenly throws a dark eye over the audience as if looking for something. And further, if you're Tanari or Batizu, your scaly eyes out of the door. It's not letting your ornery bastards bend an ear to this and then listen to their balmy arguments. Keep listening. Cause this is not discussion on who's right. Behind you, you hear the sounds of something large leaving the lecture hall. It just tells the blood war from the human point of view. It's not promoting one side or another, cause they both stink in different ways. Hey Latu! Hope you're doing well, hi. Keep listening. The speaker becomes somber, so what's left of Yair wanting to listen to some blood or stories, tales about the war, yet the horror of it all, no doubt the floating fortresses wove and weaved our human skin. At the plains' wide battlegrounds, the blood war be fought on. Keep listening. He bares his yellow teeth, tales of fiends locking fangs with other fiends, grah, snarr. His snarl fades, and he looks suddenly bored. Keep listening. Well, let me peel back your lids and crack your bone boxes till all the stim and eep or balmy nonsense to be dwelling on that forge dung. He spits in derision, rolling his eyes widely. Keep listening. I'll tell you this though, you can't imagine the scale of the blood war is fought on. Nothing you've seen, heard or participated in, nothing compares. Time, numbers or legions, sheer bloodshed, nothing compares. Berks, to try and imagine it, forget it. My advice is simple, stay away from the big bloody mess altogether. The only thing you need to know is this: fiends are killing fiends, Batezu are slaughtering Tanari, Tanari are butchering Batezu. Right now, he spits again, and neither is winning. Don't think either can win. Biggest stalemate that decide eternity. Thank the powers. That is it, he shrugs. That is it. I'll be answering any questions you got for me now. What's the question? Oh my god. No, I'm good. I'm good, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm on take. This handsome young man seems lost in thought, his brows furrowed and a slight frown upon his lips. Greetings. And to thee, sir, hail. What those thou wish of me? Are you Montag? I need to speak with you about Juliet. Oh, he gives you a puzzled, slightly suspicious look. I demand your love, and I demand that you withdraw your false protestations of love before I mash you into tiny bits. Thou lover, so that thou wouldst fight me? Yes. He studies you for a moment. Thou art passionate about this matter, I see. Passion stems from love. Thou love her, and I could not deny her a love such as thine. I shall from this moment onward could hold no claim on her, though may thou as thou wish. Wait, hold on a moment, this was all a ruse. A ruse? What sort of? She wanted to provoke you into fighting for her. Oh, did she think my love so boundless that I would engage in fisticuffs with a brutally scarred man of thy stature? Perhaps she thinks my devotion to her a little high. So what should be done about this ruse? Turnabout is fair play. I say ignore this shit. Act distant and unconcerned. That will spice things up considerably. Truly? Trust me, kid. Start ignoring her, create some fiction, leave him wondering, and they'll be clawing all over to discover what the matter is, right, Chief? Yes, she will think something is wrong, and for once he'll be playing the game rather than being the target. I like the sound of that very much. Good luck, I hope it works out. Farewell. And a farewell to thee as well, sir. Now I have some things to attend to. Should we meet again, we might speak more of the matter. Montag bows and turns to leave.
I feel stronger.
Just go with more wisdom, I guess. But we're just power leveling at this point. My god. Holy shit. The short, balding man's orange tunic and rather sizable gut give him the look of a walking pumpkin. He is absent, mindedly patting his large paunch with a slow rhythm, as if it were a drum. The man's odd, crooked smile and the strange gleam in his eyes make him look a bit mad. Greetings. The man gives an exaggerated, flourishing bow and presents a small card with reads only Jumble Murder Sense, Zaos Attacked Sorcerer Extraordinaire. He then snatches the card from your grasp and proceeds to eat it, grinning wildly all the while. Mort whispers, somewhere an asylum is one balmy shot. I had some questions, Jumble. Jumble yawns and looks away, drumming on his belly with the palms of his hands. Jumble? My questions? Jumble rolls his eyes, he turns to you, smirks and bites his thumb. I want some answers and I'll beat them out of you if I have to. Jumble raises one eyebrow and takes a step back. He opens his mouth abruptly and, though his lips or throat don't move to shape any words or sound, a torrent of incomprehensible babbling begins to pour forth.
Updated my journal.
What the? Jumble shuts his mouth and the babbling ceases. He peers at you through narrowed eyes, a self-satisfied smile on his pudgy face. Suddenly, you hiccup, and hiccup, and hiccup, and hiccup again. Jumble Murder Sense merely turns his head and waves you away. Uh-oh, looks like you just got the curse thrown down on you, Chief. What have you done to me, Jumble? Jumble ignores you entirely. I'd better find someone who can help. Might attack him. Fuck you, Jumble!
I'm gone.
Fuck! This is a life-size granite statue of a gentleman standing with his arms at his sides, eyes closed. It is of excellent craftsmanship, exquisitely detailed and incredibly lifelike, so much so in fact that you find yourself wondering if it's really a statue at all. Touch the statue. You touch the statue and find that while the clothes that adorn it are of grey cloth rather than rock, the skin is as cool as and hard as granite. Strike the statue. As you make to strike the statue, its eyes flash open and it catches your fist in an iron-hard grip, narrowing its cold grey eyes. It speaks with a voice like two boulders grinding together. Why would you strike Kisai? Forgive me, I only meant to see if you were truly a statue. He nods slowly, frowning. You are forgiven, however one feels you are lacking patience. Mayhaps, I have some questions. The statue remains as silent as ever. Hello, my questions. There's still no response. Wait for response. There's still no response. You get the sense that Kisai might be testing your patience. Keep on waiting. A few minutes pass and Kisai still failed to respond. Wait quietly for a few more moments. The statue's eyes open, he gazes at you with cold grey eyes. He speaks ponderously with a voice like two boulders grinding together. Your patience is noted. Kisai would speak with you now. Mort rolls his eyes and makes a gaggling noise. Powers, no, not another Berg that talks like this. What do you know about Rabel Pazuel? Nothing. Okay. I have questions about you. What is it that you were meditating upon when I first found you? The Way of Stone? The Way of Stone? He nods. A philosophy, a method of combat. With it, Kisai seeks to achieve invulnerability. Invulnerability? You would be unbeatable in combat. Yes, now the way is not yet perfect. Kisai will make it so one day. Kisai knows this. Can you tell me what you've discovered so far? Kisai nods. No one has asked Kisai to share his knowledge of the way. Kisai shall do this now. He begins to speak at length, slowly and carefully. Listen and learn.
Updated my journal.
A few hours of listening and many questions, you come to understand what little of Kisai's... Oh shit, armor class -1, that's pretty good. Can teach you. In combat, you will use it to resist and deflect your enemy's blows, improving your armor class. That's sick. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, that is sick. Hmm. Isn't there like another dude here somewhere? Oh, here. Murtwin. The Headless. It looks like he has a hat on though. It's clear there's something very wrong with this man. The way he lurches about, bumping into things, staring off blankly into space. As you approach him, you at last realize his plight. He's headless. Bro, I see his head right here. The thing on his shoulders is merely a skillfully carved wooden prosthesis, a false head. Oh. Greetings? The headless body stops fumbling for a moment and pauses. Its hands begin to reach out as if trying to feel exactly where you are. Let it touch you. After a moment, its fingers brushes your forearm. It clutches your arm and follows it up to your shoulder, then your head. As it feels your face and head, its hands brush your neck as if it were checking for something. Finally, it grabs your hand and shakes it vigorously in greeting. You notice that its skin is cold and slightly clammy. Can you understand me? The figure makes a series of hand motions, then waits for a response. It's like it's asking a question. What? I don't understand. The headless body taps its foot for a moment, scratching at the chin of its prosthetic head. Suddenly, it raises a finger as if struck by an idea. It points at you, then at the eyes of its wooden head, then at you again. It then indicates its wooden head with both hands, shrugs, and points at you. I haven't seen your head anywhere, dude. The headless body shrugs, slumps a bit, and turns to amble off.
I'm gone.
My hiccup! Ew. My god, holy shit. Three planes aligned. Thin and sharp-featured, his yellow skin covered with tattoos, this man looks over the room and its inhabitants with cold black eyes. He appears to be giving a lecture. Stay for the lecture. I am known as Three Planes Aligned, a Glycerai scholar. If you are here for my lecture, it begins in a few moments. Water sighs loud. Oh, come on, Chief. Are we really gonna stay for this? Just be quiet. Just be a bit quiet now. I want to listen for now. He speaks in a very slow, somber tone. Today I shall speak of the power of alignment and belief and how they shape the planes. First I shall explain the concept of alignment. Alignment is a descriptor of one's belief and how one acts upon those beliefs. At their core, all creatures predominantly behave in one of three ways. Or with good in their heart, with evil in their heart, or with indifference or neutrality in their heart. They have predominantly express each of these core behaviors in one of three different ways, in an ordered manner, in a chaotic manner, or in a different natural manner. Thus, there are 9 core alignments that one is capable of. The 9 alignments then are lawful good, neutral good, and chaotic good. Lawful neutral, true neutral, and chaotic neutral. And lawful evil, neutral evil, and chaotic evil. Now I shall speak of the power of alignment and the beliefs in it engenders. Of how from them the very deities gain strength and how belief can physically affect one's environments. A deity must have worshippers, for it is the faith of such subject which gives the power, as converts are made and more come to believe in a god, the more power that God receives. Conservatively, when no one believes in a deity, it withers and dies, joining the corpses of other gods that floats on the astral plane. It is thus possible to slay a deity by simply forgetting about them. A much more striking example of the power of alignment and belief, however, can be seen within the sliding of gate towns. First though, I would define gate towns. Gate towns are towns on the outlands, that largely neutral area which Sigil spins over the center of. They are called gate towns because they are built around a permanent gate or portal to one of the outer planes. Each of these outer planes has its own alignment. The Abyss is chaotic and evil, Bartua is lawful and evil, Mechanus is lawful and neutral, Mount Celestia is lawful and good. The Outlands again are true neutral, leaning to neither law or chaos. Sliding occurs when there is a high concentration of belief in an area of differing belief. When this occurs, the area itself will move or slide to a plane that matches the new belief. Now, the gates towns usually have a strong belief that matches the outer plane beyond the portal, but the belief is not yet strong enough for the town to slide from Outlands and into the outer planes. For example, the town of Ribcage borders the portal to the lawful evil plane of Bartor. As expected, the residents of Ribcage are largely lawful evil residents, but the entire town's alignments and beliefs are not strong enough so that Ribcage will slide into Bartor. For example, Ribcage might one day see the sudden rise of a lawful evil order of clerics, promoting their dark beliefs and converting many citizens to the worship of the lawful evil god. Were this to occur, there would be a good chance that the town would slide off the neutral outland, becoming part of the lawful evil plane of Bartor. Whole layers of planes may move this way. There's many wars of belief and faith by necessity. They are the tools by which territory is obtained and held. Welcome back, Paya. Welcome back. This, then, is the power of alignment and belief to shape the planes. This session has ended. May belief guide your actions and shape the planes to your will. Farewell, all of you.
I'm gone.
That was like a big lesson here. My god. Oh, this is Merryman. This man looks like a bitter, cantankerous old codger. His mouth is twisted into a frown that becomes even more severe as he notices you coming his way. Merryman my name may be, but merry I am not. Off with you, young one. No time for the likes of you. He goes into a fit of coughing from the exertion of shooting you away so loudly. Wait, Dolora wanted me to speak with you. Merryman eyes you suspiciously. That's so? About what, eh? Well, she says that you are her first love, and that so long as you hold the keys to her heart, she will never be free to love another. She told you that, eh? I'm surprised. Perhaps leaving her under Mistress Grace's tutelage did what I couldn't. Started to develop her feelings. In any case, he pats a pocket on his tunic. I won't just give the keys to you. Perhaps I will just take them from you then? The only way you'll be taking my keys, young one, is by praying them from my cold dead fingers, and I'm uncertain of the wisdom in starting a row in this civic fest hall. I mean, fuck it.
Done.
So fuck it.
Endure.
I'm gone.
No one is here to see him.
Strong.
Yeah, do you see? No one gives a fuck of me killing him.
Done.
Yes, I have the keys to your heart.
Updated my journal.
30k! At last, as she takes the keys from your grasp, her hands brushes against yours. Her skin is dry, but icy to the touch, like cold metal. These will be of great use to me. I thank you. Of course, Dolora. I have some questions. Wait, you want to know my alignment? My alignment is am I just blind, or where do I see my alignment? Ah, here. I'm true neutral. That doesn't make sense. How might you serve me, Dolora? She blinks her eyes, then touches her hand to her heart, bowing her head slightly. I am able to debate any scholarly or academic matter. Oh, wait, we don't. Wait. I need to ask you about the silent prostitute.
Updated my journal.
Yes, her name is Echo, her voice, and in fact every means of communication was stolen and destroyed. Echo's words once wooed away the paramour of the godling Paramisha. Paramisha, in a jealous rage, tore away Echo's voice, sealed it within a crystal vial, and hurled it into a Megogalamdraga's maw. Echo's voice is forever lost to her. Only another new voice could return to her the ability to communicate once more. I know this because I spoke to a Paramisha's paramour myself once. Okay, how about Vivian's scent? I will assume you mean her personal scent, which she alleges has been stolen from her by one of the prostitutes here. I do not know with whom it now rests. You may wish to ask Nanny, however. Okay. How could someone's scent be stolen? Vivian utilizes an aspect of art to create changes and enhance the olfactory aspects of an object, living or dead. Perhaps the thief knows some of these skills as well. Her scent would have to rest in an object, however, and not on the thief where that was the case. Else Vivian would know them by the smell. How about the Crimson Veil? Dolora shakes her head. I have not seen Marissa's veil since she last wore it outside her chambers. That was some time ago. She shuts her eyes for a moment and speaks again. Then he sees much of what goes on here. You might do... Okay, I always spoke to her. I've spoken to 9 prostitutes together. Do you know who or where the 10th is? There's no 10th.
All right.
Okay. Well... Dude, my voice is dying. I would stop here for today. That was so much reading. That was so much reading. My voice is dying. Oh my god, and I got a headache. Holy shit, that was so much. I don't think we did any progression today, but hopefully next time. We'll do more on Friday. Oh my god. I'm also getting hungry. Quit the game.